This is a lengthy one here tonight because we got a lot to break down.
One to remember.
Let's start in the first quarter. And Royce, this one was interesting because the Denver Nuggets, they came out on fire. The Thunder would get down by as many as 13 points in the first frame.
Yeah, Chris and Mike pointed it out. And, the way that this game started, it felt a little bit iffy for OKC. Jay Will, what a boost he had. Well, there's a lot more to say about him and the performance that he put in. But, of course, without Isaiah Hartenstein, without Alex Caruso, without Chet Holmgren, you really kind of felt like Denver was going to have such an advantage with some of their size. And that really kind of started out, the way the game started out, it felt that way, Paris. But, of course, this guy right here, he really helped OKC settle into the game early, and then OKC was able to kind of just weather some of this early storm.
Yeah, 1 of 3 and ones for Oklahoma City in the first half of this game, playing through a lot of contact. But this guy right here, Aaron Gordon, who was newly reinserted into the lineup for the Denver Nuggets, came into this game 19 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon was fantastic in this one, and a reminder to everyone what an impactful player he is for Denver, one of the league's best two-way guys. Speaking of impactful, A.J. Mitchell, first game back for him, and just instantly having an impact in this game on both the offensive and defensive end. Never overlook what a good and impactful defensive player A.J. Mitchell is, because that's as much as what he does for the Thunder as it is on the other side. Of course, SGA, again, just such a stabilizer for OKC. He knew he was going to have to shoulder a big load in this one, Paris, and he sure did.
Yeah, we saw a lot of great contributions, and there we go again. The Denver Nuggets leaning on what they do best, and that's Nikola Jokic facilitating for his teammates. Great defense by Oklahoma City just to stay in this, and then you're going to see some defense to offense action for OKC.
Absolutely, and again, Jay Will with a great stop right there, and then you put the ball in SGA's hand. He gets that rare moment of single coverage, and he just roasts Christian Braun like it was no problem. Thought SGA was going to posterize right there, but he decided not to. And again, this is a 10-point game. A.J. Mitchell does such a great job getting to his spot. Nikola Jokic really kind of lazy defense right there. AJ recognizes it, gets to a mid-range spot and knocks it down. But of course, this is what Jokic does to you the other side. He's got some deficiencies defensively, none on the offensive end. He is an amazing offensive player. I thought this was really kind of a spark in this game, Paris. This winning this tip, the great hustle play, and then an and 1-3 for Jay Will. The Thunder trailed by 10, 12 in this first quarter. It was kind of an amazing feeling to get through this first quarter the way that they did.
Yeah, great stuff there. And the hustle. I mean, AJ Mitchell, we talked about his offense, but he was in the mix of a couple of great hustle plays. You see him there, keeping the ball alive, allowing the Thunder to get out on the run. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. This forces Denver to call a timeout. The Thunder closing the gap here.
No question. I mean, the momentum definitely was shifting late in this first quarter right here. And OKC was starting to kind of settle into the game, find the flow. Denver, again, is not a strong defensive team. You can take advantage of mismatches. They are sometimes late to the ball, late to closeouts. And OKC just did a great job of identifying that late in that first quarter, really settled into a great rhythm.
This brings us to the second quarter, and Oklahoma City out to a blistering hot offensive start. Matter of fact, we get out to a 25-8 run to open up the second frame.
Again, that's what we were talking about, that it really felt like they found some rhythm late in that quarter, and they just built on it, Paris. I mean, the way that the Thunder were really kind of just moving the ball, finding the shots that they want. Again, A.J. Mitchell, such a gifted offensive player. He's always under control to such an incredible degree, does such a great job of picking his spots, understanding when he needs to play, plays at his own pace. It's just an amazing second-year player. It's incredible to think that he was on a two-way contract to start the season last year.
And Nick Gallo brought up a great point, great stamina from A.J. Mitchell, who came in and played 13 consecutive minutes after missing the last 20 games with injury. So that's a testament to A.J. and also the Thunder performance staff. Great job getting him ready to rock here tonight. And that brings us to the spark that created for Oklahoma City offensively. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in a remarkable rhythm, getting to his spots, left side, right side, around the rim, below the rim. And oh, by the way, don't forget, he is finding his teammates for great assists.
I mean, the way that he shared the wealth, the way he spread the ball around, I thought Rumble the Bison might score 10 in this one.
I was waiting for my pass on the sideline.
Seriously, I mean, SGA was just unbelievable, just spraying it around and doing such a great job of keeping his teammates in rhythm while also picking his spots to go score. Again, that is a truly gifted, unusual, uncommon ability that SGA has. He is such an incredible offensive player, but he picks his spots, Paris, to where he understands when I need to put my foot on the gas, but then I also understand that the team, they're doubling me, and he keeps everybody in rhythm and ready to shoot. That's an incredible thing SGA does.
The Thunder would generate a really nice lead here that would allow them to withstand a little bit of a burst that Denver went into to end that second quarter. quarter. But the Thunder with a really nice lead here, really nice burst offensively. After Denver put up 40 points in the first quarter, only 20 in the second. And then Isaiah Joe sealing it here at halftime, putting them up to 66 points with that buzzer beater. Incredible and very fitting. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
And you saw it there. 5 Nuggets defenders collapsed to him.
Exactly.
and then he kicked it out to Isaiah Joe for a big time shot. And, of course, you understand the Denver Nuggets are never going to go away. They are too good offensively to hold down all game long. They are stress testing you constantly. Yep. And OKC, again, solving the problems, finding ways to crack their defense. You have to figure out ways to score where it's not just Shai setting you up. That's where OKC is so gifted. Is number 2 is unbelievable. He can score, he can pass, but so can everybody else. And they when Shai gets off the ball, they can play 4-on-3 and take advantage of what Denver's presenting them.
So this is where the game gets a little bit interesting because we saw both teams with a double-digit lead in the first half of this game. From here on out, it is single digits. It is tight. It is close. Nobody leading by more than about 5 or 6 points. And the Thunder doing a really good job continuing to generate quality looks. And you'll notice the Thunder playing small for the majority of the night. No matter whatsoever, they're going to find ways to put the ball through the hoop.
And you can see it there. Denver went zone and SGA picks a great spot, gets the ball in the middle of the floor. Jay Will, great decision making by him. How about, we haven't mentioned him yet, but Tim Hardaway Jr., he shot the heck out of the ball tonight. Was a big part of Denver kind of staying in the game. And here's a little foreshadowing right there. I mean, this SGA loves this shot. So good at it. Getting to his spot. Christian Brown. There you go. That's the one that tied the Wilt Chamberlain's 126 games of 20 straight with 20 points in every game. Unbelievable consistency. Again, just an uncommon player.
126 consecutive games with 20 points. Incredible consistency, remarkable from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who didn't stop there. No, he just kept his foot on the gas. He had this game on a string. That brings us to the fourth quarter. Take a look at this score because this is a really good foreshadowing of how this game is going to go. Jaylin Williams, great end-to-end action. I love the reaction from the Thunder bench after that dunk.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up on that one for sure. Jay Will, again, just what an incredible, we talked about him a lot in the pregame of just what an incredible team player he is, does whatever you need him to do any given night. Showed up in such a huge way in this one, scoring, rebounding, the defense on Jokic. Just a great job by him. And of course, every Thunder player. I mean, here, this is Isaiah Joe driving and kicking to Jay Will. That's such a big time shot and a big time moment. I love just the emotion and the vibes that Jay Will brought out in this one. But how about, SGA? He's so good in so many ways, but he is a good defensive player too, making game winning plays on that end of the floor. Picks that off, little pick six, jumps the crossing route right there. And you can get it again. See, look at all the defensive attention he has drawn. Still finds his way downhill, navigates it, and finds Jay Will for a finish.
Making it look so easy, so effortless. Simply just taking what the defense gives him, no ego whatsoever. The best pass is the right pass, and getting everybody involved. That led to some really quality looks. But he can get his own looks too. A lot of contact on that play, no matter for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, I mean, on this night, Shai took 4 free throws total. And I mean, Denver was guarding him with everything they had. But again, he just made the right play. Jared McCain, massive spark late in this game.
Huge.
This is a young player that hasn't been in a ton of these type of high intensity game pressure moments. And there he is stepping up with a big time shot. I love the friendly roll from Isaiah Joe. He deserves it. He's a great shooter. He puts a little touch on the ball and it's going to drop in. And now, here's the critical parts of the game. It feels like OKC kind of has this one under control. It feels like this is the dagger. Felt a lot like that Knicks game where SGA just puts it away. But of course, Denver, they are tough. They're about to drop a great ATO here. And then of course, OKC makes a small mistake right here. Jay Will's just trying to close out, get through the high ball screen from Jamal Murray, runs over Jamal Murray, and it's an and 1-3. And man, it just, but there's more to come.
Yeah, there's more to come. There's still 8.5 seconds left. As Michael Cage would say, that is a long time still left to play. Get the ball to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the league's reigning MVP. Step back 3, a shot that we have seen him make time and time again. That right there is the dagger that seals this win for Oklahoma City. Royce, this is a shot he is so comfortable with, and that says a lot about how deep his bag is as a player.
I mean, he's repped it a million times. I don't know how many times he's repped that kind of shot. And again, I love the design by Mark Daignault there to inbound the ball to AJ. And if you watch that play, it's sort of, Chris and Mike were talking about that they were surprised that the Nuggets didn't double SGA to get the ball into his hands. I think a lot of it had to do with the design of the play to inbound it to AJ. I don't know that the Nuggets expected that. It really never gave them the ability to run at Shai, and he got that single coverage, was very decisive in it, and that's why he went to that three. How about that bottom number, Paris? 3 turnovers for the Thunder, and only 8 for the Nuggets, but just 3 for the Thunder.
Yeah, that's massive. In a game like this where the margins are so narrow, very limited mistakes offensively for Oklahoma City. And I mean, when your leading ball handler and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 0 turnovers of his own, sets you up for some really quality success on that end of the floor. Great stuff from Oklahoma City inside of Paycom Center here tonight. All right,